today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. First carry for DeAndre Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down and 6 now. Slot man moves right. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Hurts sets up to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Back to throw. Clark, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Hurts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Throwing is Hurts. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. There's the stiff arm. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. Looking to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. An inside give to Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Back to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A give left side, Bush. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Clark. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clark. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 2nd down, here's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking for the out route, and he's got his man. It's Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jones again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Green to bring it back. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Now Clark on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bush. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Clark. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
A York on now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. In motion right, that's Wilson. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Clark.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Clark throwing on 1st down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Going for it all. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On first down, Hurts. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second down and 3.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start with North versus South in the Sunshine State. Jacksonville traveling down I-95 to take on Miami, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
So here are the Jets now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Clark. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw. Clark. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll run the option on third and short yardage. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up fourth down.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Clark. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's Clark on first down. Open man here is Conklin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Clark. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Clark, caught by Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Great change up there on the route. It got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They run up the middle with Bush. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again down here with Bush. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 5. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on third down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
a lot of pressure here for Cade York.
On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. Looking to throw. Clark.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Bush trying the middle.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Operating from the gun. Clark. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Off the bootleg. Clark. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught by Mitchell. He's got a Jets touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Here's 1st down. Now back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Hurts his... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here comes 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Bush on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Giants, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.